All right, shalom, shalom. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwarash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akyam that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. And shalom to the sincere sisters that are out there as well. This is another one, back at it. It's gonna be a quick one en route. I didn't type a title in, but as I was typing it, the spirit kind of came to me and was for a title. Some to the extent of women have had the worst PR over the last 10 years. And what am I speaking on? Women have, in one decade, literally, or you could say 2 decades, all right? Women over the last 2 decades, give or take a few years, have single-handedly destroyed their imagery, their image in the eyes of society, in the eyes of men specifically. And, you know, I always meditate, 144. I always meditate on this from time to I won't say always, but I meditate on this from time to time, because when you scan the internet now, I'm talking about social media, YouTube, TikTok, IG, there is endless amount of men, black men, white men, it's just men at this point, that are speaking to how shitty American women have become. It's not even, they're not biting their tongues anymore. They're empowered to actually say these things. But let me tell you something. I remember a time when we, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, we were the only ones truly in the spirit of telling you how evil these women are, how ain't shit these women are, how wrong these women are, how overall wicked these women are. We were the first ones. Nobody was bringing it with the vigor, the intensity, the knowledge to back it up. Everything like the apostles and elders of Great Mill, starting with them. This is a fact. 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, I'll say, if you would have, when we were coming out on the highways and hedges throughout America, and we were telling our people how these women are your enemy, and backing it up with scriptures, people wanted to fight us. People wanted to fight us in the name of just calling out the hypocrisies and evils that are within women. But fast forward, look where we are now. Nobody bites, very few men bite their tongue anymore. They're not afraid to speak their truth on how, because you know why? Over the last 10 plus years, you men have been getting fucked over by these women. You've been really getting fucked over. You've been really watching in the news and seeing how men get fucked over. A lot of you 10 years ago weren't on child support. That's on child support right fucking now. A lot of you had a woman run off on you, up and leave. You know how many stories I've heard, I know of, directly, indirectly, of, yeah, man, my woman was here. She was here like Tuesday, and then I find out a week later, she done left and went 3,000 miles away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot has changed. See, it was a time where men were really under this spell. See, the scriptures say in Micah the 5th chapter, Micah 5, that the Lord said he would cut off all witchcraft in the land thereof. Part of that witchcraft is the delusions of believing that women are just wholesome and good and without sin and without wickedness and can't, like, all of that thought process. That was witchcraft. You know what I can speak to in my own experience of life, pre me knowing what I know and speaking how I'm speaking and feeling how I'm feeling. When I was a child, I honestly, I'm talking about elementary, middle school, high school, kinda. I legitimately, as a child, thought that only men could be idiots or be stupid. I really thought that. Because what am I basing that off of? I have never seen a little girl get kept back in school. That's where my mind went, where it was like, damn, the only people I ever see that had to redo a grade are us as boys. So my mind said, oh, well, men are, and I'm telling you, it's things like that that have young men be what's the word I'm looking for? Programmed to believe that women are 100% perfect. A lot of men out here really genuinely believe that women are perfect, and they hate to hear this type of speech because why? It attacks the very lie that they believe in, and they don't want to disconnect from that. That's why what do you have you have all these red pill communities. I'm red pill when it comes to women. Yeah, you're woke to want female nature. It used to be a time where you couldn't, you understand? Like, I'm 39 in a few weeks. I'm like a older millennial, right? So I was a child, get what I'm saying? I was a child during the 90s. I remember all the 90s, 91, 92, 93, 94. My brother was born in the early 90s. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can remember being around older, as I got older, the 2000s, being around Gen X and boomer men and so on and so forth. And you see these experiences and how things have changed. It used to be a time where, listen, man, hey, that's a female, Debo. I'm yelling that because that kind of basically brings it all together. It used to be a time where you couldn't speak evil or ill against women, not in a reprove matter. I was just looking at a clip on YouTube just before I cut this on him. What was the dude? Theo from Cosby's, who just passed away. Right? And he was like, basically being the elder simp nigga energy that most men have, right? It's like, man, I can't listen to J. Cole music because it's just, it gets to a point. I can't listen and hear, all of this calling women bitches every other word. And it's like, shut the fuck up. That's why the Lord brought your ass back home, man. That's why the Lord brought Theo's simple ass back home. You was simple on the Cosby's. You was a simple, smart nigga throughout your whole life and your whole career, and that's why you're back in the spirit world. If you got a problem with the scriptures themselves call these women bitches. Yeah. Scriptures say a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. I think that's Sirach 26, one of those 25, 26, somewhere in there. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A lot of you men be capping, be simping, be overlooking the wickedness of women because you're just pussy deprived. You're pussy deprived, so in your mind you can't call out the evilness of a woman because your imagination. Well, what happens if she just might want to have sex with me? No, she's righteous. That's why the Lord didn't raise you up to be a judge. But even with that energy, the Lord has been beating you men up, beating us men up. Excuse me, forgive me, because I'm including that as well. I was born here. I was born in America. I was born under the same propaganda and programming as everybody else. But you got to disconnect from that shit because it's about judgment. And a lot of men are waking up to it. A lot of men aren't. A lot of men are simple as fuck when it comes to these women, but a lot of men are not simple as fuck when it comes to these women. A lot of men, go on TikTok. I follow this page on TikTok. You in the truth, you probably know what I'm talking about. 360 Smooth, I believe, is an old Jake. He stay on Eve ass. He stay on Eve ass. Everything he get, he throw up and put up on the page. You see, this is what they doing. This is what they saying. This is what they thinking. Like now you got women online telling women, this is what you got women telling. That's why I said the PR of women is horrible. It's horrible. Specifically, you black women. You've had the worst PR in the last 10 years of, oh man. The opinions and thoughts towards black women has changed so crazy in the last 10 years. You white women as well. You white men. This world has changed so much in the last 10 years. This decade alone, so much has changed. Men ain't going for that simple simp shit no more, man. And like I said, I remember when it wasn't so. The apostles and elders of Great Millstone went viral before viral was a thing, calling that woman a slut in New York. That was groundbreaking. That was the spirit of the Lord, bringing back shame on women. A lot of y'all are getting your panties in a bunch right now because of what I'm saying. It's easy to call. Men are always, listen, I'll give you a great example. You had that CEO, right? That CEO at the Coldplay concert that got put on the jumbo screen. Everybody is highlighting the fact that he cheated on his wife with her. Not a soul is talking about the fact that she was cheating on her husband as well. The other woman was married as too. This world never misses the opportunity to call a man out on their shit. And men deserve it. Listen, men, we stay on men's ass because we understand greatly that this mission is towards men. Even right now, I'm not rebuking women. I'm just calling out what the hell has happened. So men can get it through their thick heads to break that spell. Break that fucking spell. It's witchcraft. All this Disney prince and princess shit, this white knight syndrome. Men have this fake ass imagination that you're gonna come around a corner and save the woman of your dreams from getting mugged, and she's just gonna marry you, and you're gonna have kids, and she's always gonna be loyal to you and give you a blowjob every time you come in the fucking house. I'm saying it like that because men's imagination, man. See, I've spoken on this as well too. I'm telling you to break that boy psychology. You got to become a man. Boy psychology, the archetypes of boys. Boys have a period. It's called their hero phase or something to that extent. It's a true thing when you look into psychology. All little boys have this phase where they believe they're the fucking hero. They want to be the hero. They put their cape on. They want to jump downstairs. They believe they got superpowers. A lot of you men, you never broke out of that phase of your life. You're still moving and operating no different than when you were tying a towel around your fucking head, around your neck, and thinking it was a fucking cape and you could fly. A lot of you still have this, and then what happens? You let these stupid ass women beat you in the head with the, well, what about your mom? You talking about your mom? Hey, if the shoe fucking fits, I am. That's another lie. A lot of y'all got Tupac, dear mama demons on you. A lot of you, especially you older men. A lot of you older men, you worship your mother. No, that's mama. Mama made sure we had chicken on the table. Mama wouldn't eat, and mama made sure we had chicken and rice, and I'll never forget what mama did for us. Cause mama, that's what a lot of you sound like. Even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen. That a lot of you got that shit so fucking wired into your fucking system that you can't crack it. That's why what I'm saying is offensive to some of you. If your mom was good to you, salute. But that's not the story of everybody. Most of our men and women of our nation have fucked up mothers. Thus saith the Bible. Go read the book of Lamentations. The Lord said that the sea monsters are better mothers than the daughters of his people. He likens the daughters of Zion unto ostriches. What do you think he's telling us? But a lot of you think, nah, that's not true. It's some good. Even right now, you're in your fucking head and cooking up a fake ass woman to fit your weak, fragile thoughts on this. There's some good women. Yeah, that dude, what's this dude in Israel came down here years ago? Divine Prospect. Remember I was dealing with him at camp. That nigga kept just, some good sisters, right? You know there's some good sisters. He had to, like, it was like his purpose was to make sure that I understood that there was some good sisters out here. Hey, get the fuck out of here, man. Yes, there are, because thus saith the Lord. But that's far and few. The majority of these bitches ain't shit. Thus saith the Bible. Go look up female ostriches. I had to actually spend time and go look it up and see, like, oh wow, shit. Yo, you bitches really are, like, when we call y'all birds, the real bird, the Lord is calling y'all birds. Yeah, these bird brain ass bitches, these birds. That's what the Lord's saying right there. The daughters of his people are ostriches. What is an ostrich? A fucking big ass bird. Yo, Lord is funny when you think about it. Go look up ostriches. Go look up how they are as mothers. They create these big ass nests, right? They sleep with the same man. Does this not sound like the black woman? They all sleep with the same man. They get pregnant. So what they do is they create these big fucking nests, right? They create these big nests where they just flop their baby into the nest that they created for all the other women that this one bird is smashing, right? The one male ostrich is smashing. So they don't even know that that's their child or that's my child. They just know that, well, shit. Is that not what these women do? These women out here, see, I listen, man, I'm not new to this, man. I've experienced this in real ways. I'm not talking from a hypothetical speaking. This is truth. These women, once they break up with their men, they create these basic hives with each other. A gathering of other women together. And you know what they do? They all take care of each other's children, and in the mind frame of basically there being no man in the picture. That's what happens. That's literally what happens. That's how these women move. And then these fucking birds, the ostrich bird is too fucking big. They're too lazy to flop down and get lower to the ground. So they just flop they fucking They flop their goddamn egg from about 4 or 5 feet in the air. They just floop because they know that the egg shell is thick enough. You understand? This is what the hell happens. This is what the Lord thinks. Hey, man. What the fuck, man? What are you doing? Get the fuck out of the way. These people, man. Some boneheaded woman. See? And you can't say that. That's a female, Debo. But that's back to the point of what I was saying. These women, they online telling each other, hey, yeah, beat him. If he ain't listening, and he ain't doing this, and he ain't doing that, beat him. This is what women are telling each other online now. Go on TikTok and look up. Women are telling women to go domestically abuse their men. Because really, that's how these women look at you men. You men aren't worth the respect. You men aren't respected. You men aren't feared. These women don't fear y'all. They know y'all are some hoe-ass niggas. These women know that the majority of you men are bitch made. You will fold like a 2-egg omelet in the name of getting some pussy. They know that. They smell the simp on you. They know it. I was at my job. I had this random woman. She said, she called me mean. And I said, you know what? I was like, that was the greatest thing she could have ever said to me. And she was bad too. She was like, man, you ain't gotta be mean like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in her head. She will forever remember me. Cause how many of you niggas can be mean to beautiful, fine shits? How many of y'all can be mean? Don't give a fuck what she got going on. You not wavering, man. Get the fuck on, man. Treating her like she treating her. How many of y'all have the capability of treating a 10 like a 2? Ain't no respect of persons with me. Especially with these women. See? These women know that. These women telling each other online to beat you niggas ass. Cause they know you pussy. See, the Lord knows who to put in these situations. I wish a woman would get out of pocket like that. Directly or indirectly around me. To me or around me. The Lord knows not to put me in no situation like that. If it's happening to somebody around me and a man beating her ass, I'm gonna pull the camera out. I'm gonna record and yell world star. I'm not helping. If anything, I'm gonna help. Yeah, exactly. If you get out of pocket, that's because this society is so hoe ass made. Then y'all want to talk about traditional men. That's the tradition that needs to be brought back. Is beating ass. Nothing else works with these women. That's what men are getting to understand. See, y'all been programmed by these fucking white men in these movies that are always coming to save the day for fucking Drew Barrymore or some fucking cracker woman in a movie who's doing something and y'all are, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. He comes in a bar and like, hey, get your hands off of her. And fight breaks out. Y'all, because you all think that you're going to find yourself in a situation like that and some love of your life is going to come out of it. That's how simple y'all are. Like I said, it's easy. We always stay on men because this is all men's fault. These women wouldn't be able to do the shit that they doing if it wasn't a bunch of you fucking faggoty, simp, vagina worshiping ass men wasn't here. See? I'm talking about women, but really I'm talking to you men. You men are suckers. That's why Isaiah the 4th chapter is going to come. That's why Isaiah the 13th chapter speaks about the Lord making a man more precious than fine gold. You pussy ass men, you about to get out the fucking way, man. Especially you pussy ass men in Israel, man. You an Israelite man, you call yourself a prophet, but you got your head stuck up these fucking women's ass. Every time I cut on YouTube and scrolling through my FYP, I see Captain Cesariak's simple ass on the internet always talking about some fucking relationship advice. Don't nobody give a fuck about that, man. That's that pandering. A lot of you men, you don't know how not to fucking pander to women. A lot of you men don't know how not to be simps. That's the reason why he didn't even join GMS. He's like, man, it was just you ain't even talking about the sisters, because the sisters, I just feel like the sisters. How do you men are hoes? Y'all are hoes. I pray Yahweh Shem Yahushai bring death upon all you hoe-ass niggas, man. In Israel and outside of Israel, man. May Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Shalak Rayim Wa Anashim Wa Abadim Wa Haragium to all you fucking weak-ass, simp-ass, got your head up a fucking woman's head ass niggas, man. All you men, man. That's the American way. See, even Esau, you got so-called white men, hey, they hear what I'm saying. Hey, yeah, this shit gotta stop, man. This shit is out of control. A lot of you men, you getting your panties in a bunch. Because some bitch that you fell in love with when you was 12 is still making decisions in your fucking life as a 30-year-old. You got Topanga and Corey demons on you. That's why they always put them stupid ass visuals in our face. Steve Urkel and Laura. Steve was in love with Laura. And every real nigga in the world knows that Myra was the pick. She was all over him. He wanted Laura's ugly ass. You see? That's the programming. That one-itis. A lot of you men. A lot of you fucking men move in that spirit. You got that one-itis demon on you. You think, here it is, the Lord said to be fruitful and multiply. But that's my soulmate. I love her. I'ma travel all over the world for her. Get the fuck out of here. You've been programmed in this effeminate, weak, faggoty ass world. And a lot of you don't even realize it. That's why this is not even a controversial message. That's what's so crazy about it. A lot of you men, you're so pussy made. You're trannies by nature. You're women with dicks. What was that? Bill Burr said that in a comedy special. A lot of y'all believe there's no reason to hit a woman. None. He was saying this in his comedy special. He's like, I can think of a few reasons. Right. Like you got to be aware of a whole ass man. His wife got his balls on the counter. Now let me bring balance to this, because again, a lot of men get simple. I'm not saying not to work with your woman. I'm not saying the scriptures say that. You got to give and get. You got to invest. This is part of it. Oh my fucking God, man. A person got their left signal light on going right. And of course, fucking Eve. See? No, man. The women are awesome. They're the awesomest. Yes, women have great characteristics. There are great women out here. There are. There are righteous women. There are women that are striving for the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I will never overlook that. But that's not all these women, man. Most of these women ain't shit. Most of these women are fucking demons. Most of these women are adulterous. They're idol worshipers. They're sluts. Like, what are we talking about? A lot of these women need feet up ass. No, man, we just gotta talk to them. You know what? I'm gonna say this in closing. If what I'm saying is wrong, why are women entering into prisons at a higher rate than men? Look it up. Look it up. Women are ending up in prison now at higher. Look up pink crime. Look up pink crime. These are not what your imagination told you. These are not your dainty, regular women. These are pirates. These are war criminals. These are gangsters. These are gang members. These are drug dealers. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all be still having these, you know, y'all still be believing these women are princesses and fairies and wholesome, the girl next door. Y'all be having these fucking weird ass visuals from 20, 30, 40 years ago programmed in your head. Yeah, the girl next door, she's so innocent. No, she's not. She's had 4 men with their pants down below their ankles in the room with her at one fucking time. What are you talking about? These women are fucking out of control. No, man. Not my Delilah. Hey, man, I'm about to close this up, man. So with that, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.